The conclusion of FNCS Heats was absolutely insane. We finally got to see the qualifications of Clix and Vino, as well as Mongraal and MrSavage. We have so much to talk about. I'm going to be going over every single person that has qualified for grand finals and exactly how the big name teams did and all of your favorite pros. Real quick, first video starts though, hitting 100,000 subscribers would be like winning FNCS to me. So if you want to help me to be able to win FNCS, please just subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Use code KDOG on the Fortnite item shop if you want to support me even more. Without further ado though, let's get straight into this video. All right, let's start off in upper bracket, and basically you have to get in the top 25 to be able to guarantee your spot to be able to qualify for grand finals. And in first place we have none other than the OCE boys. They picked the right time to decide to finally pop off this season, winning the qualifications, getting 174 points in 3 games. If you look at their match history, they got a 8 elimination second, a 3 elimination 13th, and then a 5 elimination 12. So this team was just absolutely popping off all day, had an insane day today, and they are going to be in grand finals 100%. The OCE boys have done it. Next we got Raze and Curly in second. They got 161 points. Then we had Pink and Miro finished in third place on 160 points. Looking at their match history, they were one of the most consistent teams on the day. Actually, they were the most consistent team on the day. They had an average placement of 6.6 and an average elims of 3. They got a 2 elimination 5th, 2 elimination 12th, and then 5 elimination 3rd. Very consistent for this team. I think this team has a very good chance to be able to make the global championship LAN event. 4th was Victor V and Paper, and then 5th was Japco and Quanti. 6th we had Clix and Vino on 120 points in 3 games, had an average elims of 4 and an average placement of 19th. They didn't play like super consistent today, or one of the games they died in mid game, because I mean Vino was honestly just trolling after game 1. He didn't really care, but in game 3 he had an insane solo clutch from like 60 players left and he finished in the top 8. So when both Clix and Vino fully lock in, I have no doubt this team is going to be absolutely insane in grands. They haven't been as dominant as probably a lot of people would have wanted them to be going into FNCS Heats, but they might just be saving strategies. And Clix already said they were going to be grinding scrims 24/7 and playing zone wars and box fights and everything like that until FNCS grand finals start. 7th place we have DK and Ian. 8th place is Nerface and Sid. 9th place is Flutto and Static, and then 10th place we had Mongraal and MrSavage officially qualified to grand finals. This is definitely probably the most hyped team in grand finals now. This team looks so good when they're uncontested. Today they were uncontested because the team that was contesting them yesterday weren't able to make it into upper bracket, and so them being completely uncon, finishing in a top 10 is absolutely insane. They finished one of their goals, being able to make it to grand finals. Now they have to complete their other goal, and that is making the LAN event. They're going to need to place like top 13 in grand finals to be able to make the LAN, and they honestly look like a top 10 team on the region right now if they're uncontested. Mongraal is one of the best surge players in the whole game. His DMR aim is just absolutely insane. This team looks so good right now. You already know they're going to be grinding scrims so much before grand final starts. If you look at their match history, they got a 4 elimination 7th, a 2 elimination 11th, and a 2 elimination 24th. So not like the most insane day for them like placement wise, but they still were able to finish in the top 10, which is very respectable. 11th place was Seek and Dash. 12th was Havoc and King. 13th was Herc. 14th was Kylie and Vert. 15th was Noisy. 16th was Chaos Gaming. 17th Sandman. 18th was Cooper and Kanata. So that means that Kanata is continuing his streak of qualifying for every single grand finals that Fortnite has ever had. I'm pretty sure he is on like 23 now or something insane like that. So shout out to Kanata for being able to stay at the top of the game for this long. That is like one of the most underrated streaks in all of Fortnite, I feel like. 19th was Dynamic. 20th was Baka and Pars. 21st was Dozier. 22nd NPen. 23rd Flow. 24th G Money, and then 25th was Day. Those weren't the only teams that qualified though. We had a whole separate lower bracket for the top 15 teams in that to be able to qualify into the grand finals as well. In first place we had Source and Poffy getting 232 points, absolutely dominating the lower bracket. They won 2 out of the 3 games. Shout out to them, a very underrated team with a very good performance. Second place we had Skittles and Chubbs. It's very good to see Skittles make it into grand finals. If you guys remember at the beginning of the season when Skittles was actually like playing the duo catch ups with Kanata, and they're placing like top 3 every single time with the bow. Third place is Trashy and Threats. They had 172 points in 3 games. This was another new duo that literally just formed like 5 days ago. So shout out to them for being able to make grands on like little to no practice together. Fourth place was Tavern and TK. Fifth place Shore and Zypha. Sixth place Antonio and Z-Link. Seventh place Noxy and Crisps. In 8th place we had Muzz and Epic Whale. The fan favorites are able to make it into grand finals. If you guys don't know, this team literally just like started playing together like a week ago. They really struggled in all of FNCS Heats until lower bracket, but these are both just just such good players, and I feel like they just get so much disrespect from whatever duo they play with. They get dropped all the time, so I'm very happy to see that they are both able to make it into grand finals together. I'm hoping they're able to place good. I feel like this should be such a good team. They just haven't been performing to their standards yet, so hopefully they can figure things out in the week before FNCS grand finals and really pop off then. Ninth place was Death and Edgy. Now honestly, this might not be good if you're a Mongraal and MrSavage fan, because this was actually the duo that was contesting Mongraal and MrSavage yesterday. I mean, even though Mongraal and MrSavage 4-1 them off spawn, you never really want to be contested in a grand finals because everything is just so 50-50 and you never really know how things could go. So hopefully Edgy and Death don't contest Mongraal and MrSavage, but you never know what's going to happen. 10th place Mordecai, 11th place Flappy, 12th place was Blaha and Mixon, so another EU team is able to go into grand finals now. 13th place is Zex, 14th place is Vortec and Paco, and then 15th place, just barely making it, is Oliver OG and Craze. With the qualification of Vortec and Paco, that means every single EU player that came over to NA has qualified into grand final. That's honestly a pretty crazy thing to look at. If you really look at it, there was so many different EU players that came over to NA, so the fact that every single team made it is just absolutely insane. I just saw a little update on Twitter that Death and Edgy are not contesting Mongraal and MrSavage in grand finals, so that means that Mongraal and MrSavage, as of right now in this very moment, are going to be uncontested in grand finals. This could actually be the season that Mongraal and MrSavage could place top 10 and make global championships. The storyline is absolutely going insane. That does mean though that unfortunately we have a lot of big name teams that are not going to be in grand finals this season. Teams such as Blake and Macwood, and then the big one, the one that no one wants to hear, is Bucky and Okus. Just really unfortunate. They pretty much just had a disappointing like all 3 days of FNCS heats. They finished in 33rd place, only being able to get 36 points in 3 games. Looking at their match history, they got a 2 elimination 12th, a 0 elimination 45th, and a 0 elimination 26th. If you look at Bucky's Twitter, it does look like he is going to be moving on from the game very soon, and I feel like that is kind of just like a smart decision for him at this point. So good luck to both Bucky and Okus and whatever they decide to do next. But yeah, FNCS heats did not disappoint at all. This is going to be one of the craziest grand finals of all time. We basically have every single big name in grand finals. You had every single team that I mentioned in today's video, and then every single team that actually won a game in the last couple days. So teams such as like Peterbot and Poyo, Case and Niamzo, Batman Booga and Rapid, Acorn and Cold, Ritual and Reed. This grand finals is so stacked. It is just absolutely insane. My FNCS predictions video is going to be coming out super soon, so make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Use code KidDog in the Fortnite item shop and support me even more. Thank you guys all so much for the love and support over FNCS Heats weekend. I can't thank you guys enough. YouTube says you'll enjoy one of these 2 videos up on the screen right now, so if you haven't watched them, make sure you just go check them out. Thank God for another day, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.